Hey, this is Jason with Novice Temps, and I got home from work today, and my roommate informed me that our Dremel had stopped working. So he gave it to me to take apart and fix. So I got it all apart. I washed the outer housing because it was convenient to get all the dirt and stuff out of it, and figured out what was wrong. And after I did all that, I realized, I should probably film all this. So the problem was on the outer barrel connection of the motor that makes the internal contacts in here. You have the brush holders mounted to wires, and this one is fine. It connects just fine. But the other side broke off of its resistored wire. So I have to resolder this point onto this point of the brush holder. And that should just take care of it. So you'll see here, I'll resolder it, put it all back together, and it should work. So let's get started. Okay. Try to clean off as much of this old solder as I can. And it looks like it was a pretty cold solder joint, so it was probably fairly brittle and would have broken at any point. It probably wasn't cleaned well before the soldering happened. I'm actually going to take a file to this contact because this one is dirty as hell. Yeah, it's no wonder that I'm surprised it didn't fail before that. I've had this Dremel for years and it's been great until now. So let me get a file. So it's pretty rough contact. Why are you not focusing? Yeah, you can't really see that. It's a pretty rough contact. Not sure why that is. It's not solder, or else it would have melted off. But it's not an even surface, which is weird. It's an even surface now. Okay, these components are clean, or are filed. Now I'm going to clean them with some alcohol. Just a rag that I was using to clean the rest of the components. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay, that should be good. Get some solder. Tin up my thing. So there we have it. It's repaired. That should be a good connection. It's clean. It doesn't look cold. Feels strong. So now we got to reassemble. I screwed up. So you see my brush holders. This one's the good one in the middle. This one's hanging out. It needed to be turned another 90 degrees on that cable. So I gotta desolder it and do it again. Okay, this should be better. So now we have opposing brushes. This one bends a little. There we go. So that's what we want to see. Now we can reassemble. Okay, the casing is dry. I cleaned up some of the components with some alcohol. I'm messing with the tripod. And so here we go. So now I have to figure out how to put all this back together. So this goes here. I know that the blue wire has to sit into the notch on this leg. I'm not sure exactly what the blue wire does, but I know that it does that. black wire goes under the piece that I just repaired. The red wire goes above the brown. Like that. Make sure that they're all in there secure. They are. Now we got to get the blue wire on to this leg underneath the black wire and the thing that I just fixed. Apparently this gives a lot of people a lot of problems when they're fixing it, because this doesn't have an obvious component that it goes to. It just sits on the plastic piece, which is a little odd, but so the next part is making sure that these wires fit down into these little slots. And actually, I think this red wire is supposed to go in the same slot as the switch. That would make sense, because that would help keep it out of the way. Yes, that's true. This switch goes over here, and it sits inside the little barrel. So that's what we want to see. There's a little tiny switch here that actually does the turn on. It's really tiny, and I'm surprised that doesn't give more people more problems. But, if it works, right? Okay, and then we have our little cover for the potentiometer. And it just slots in there. Now we have this little sticky bit, which goes here. I'm not sure exactly what it's supposed to do, but I'll put it in. And next we want the little, where did it go? The little stop for the, there it is. Okay. So this piece just goes up here so you can stop and change the bits. Just gotta make sure the spring is slightly compressed. And then this piece just fits over top of all this. This red wire is giving me some issues. Not sure exactly where they want it to go. I'm going to put it on the other side of the screw hole and then force it way down. I need something a little better. There we go. Yeah, that looks better. And that shouldn't impact the spin of it. Yep, we're good. Yeah, now I have clear access to the brush holder. So that should allow me now to put on the other case. So the top case was getting hung up on my red wire, which was getting caught on my brush holder. And I think it needs to go on the other side of my brush holder. There we go. Let's try that again. Yeah, that's much better. I'm still binding up on something back there. Yeah, that works. Okay. Locking this piece into the top cover and then installing is going to make this easier, and it'll make it line up better. Okay. Now there's just 5 screws. They're all the same, so it doesn't matter where they go. These are torque wrenches, torque screws. So you need one of those star drive screwdrivers. And let's try it out. Seems to be working. Perfect. It was just that bad solder connection. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.